Onetv special report.
Gala, kumusta? Mayong adlaw nining bahina. Ato ang i-cover ang usa ka mahingdanong event karong adlaw, Nobyembre 29. Kato akong giingon sa akong live program sa One on Time Balita nga ang McDo GEEGE adunay second branch o branch 2 kundiin dunay drive-thru. So ang kining establishmento aniara dool no atbang gyud sa PLDT dayon kung doon na kamoy mga danon kayo nga event dayon ingon man kinahanglan kayo nga mangaon dali na kayo kay ni ana drive thru pwede pod mukaon no dire sa kuan sulod pwede ba dine in pwede ra o pero limitado gyapon ana na no aduna na mga kanabang murag biometric na or touchscreen ba no pili na so mo ni ang kalainan doon sa atong drive-thru kay pwede mo order direkta pwede po dito rasloyo pwede ra po dito mulibot okay so mo ni mga kaigsunan McDonald's drive-thru dinhi sa Don Anselmo Bernard Avenue or dinhi sa Katadman Manabay at bangkayod sa PLDT na himutang ang branch 2 sa McDo GEEGE Ozamiz. Og nining bahina ato na lang gipaabot ang mga bisita nga gidapit sa GEEGE ang pamilyang Lim andam na dunay mga manungganong mga personalidad, mga opisyal ning syudad aron musaksi dinhi sa pagbuksan nga McDo drive-thru. Dayon dunay himuong blessing dayon ribbon cutting ato pang gipakisaran kung mudayon ba gyud si Mayor Ando OAMINAL kundi siya ang pinasidunggang dinapit dinhi sa opening sa McDo drive-thru Ozamiz. Atang nato ang igsunan ang kinadibuk ang kalihukan sa opening McDo drive-thru.
Good morning and welcome to McDonald's Ozamiz Highway Grand Opening. We would like to request everyone to please proceed to the main entrance for our ribbon cutting ceremony. We would like to acknowledge the special presence of our visitors, Honorable Congressman Deputy Speaker, Mr. Henry OAMINAL. Honorable Mayor Sancho F. Fernando. Honorable Attorney Indy F. OAMINAL. Mr. Edward Lim. Mr. Christopher Edward Lim. Miss Nicole Daniel. And Madam Helga Daniel. Alright, we will start the countdown. McDonald's Ozamiz Highway will open in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you have it. Congratulations. McDonald's Ozamiz Highway is now open. There you have it. To ensure your safe visit when you order your favorites at McDonald's Ozamiz Highway, our crew wears PPE gears and practice physical distancing. Because here in McDonald's, love namin kayo at gusto namin, and safe lagi kayo. Kita-kits sa McDonald's Ozamiz Highway.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to McDonald's Highway. Before anything else, I'd like to personally thank the Honorable D.S. Henry S. OAMINAL and Honorable Attorney Indy OAMINAL for squeezing some time from their busy schedule to be with us today to grace this momentous occasion, the opening of McDonald's Ozamiz drive-thru. In behalf of my family, I am extremely overwhelmed and deeply honored by your presence. Likewise, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the friends from the media. Earlier on, during the construction phase of McDonald's drive-thru, many people asked me the same question. Why would I even consider expanding McDonald's in the midst of the pandemic, lockdown, and prolonged economic recovery? My answer is quite simple. That some businesses can still have room to expand if the peace and order situation in the city is good. The opening of McDonald's drive-thru today should be a clear indication of this, no less. The rest is now history. I am a businessman all my life. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. No amount of words can fully express our sincere thanks and profound gratitude for the invaluable service under the leadership of the father and son tandem for making this trip to, and specifically Ozamiz, a better and safer place today than yesterday. Looking forward to an even better 2022 and beyond under Mayor Indy for sure. Without going into unnecessary small details, it is my pleasure and honor to give the floor to the men of the hour, father and son, for making all this possible. Peace and order matters. Good leaders matter. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Edwin. First of all, in behalf of the people of the 2nd District of Ozamiz Occidental and the public servants, we would like to congratulate the Lim family, headed by Edward and his son here, Christopher Edward Lim, for venturing this business in time of crisis. No. Today, your hard work, makita karon ang mga bunga. Now, listening from your message, we thank you for the confidence that you have to the leadership of the city, the leadership of the district, and the national leadership. You were talking on the peace and order, the good peace and order situation that we have. That is because of the dynamic leadership of our president, who has the political will. President Duterte really crossed the bridge when he assumed the leadership and dismantled the drug organization in our city, including that of the organized crime group. And not only you, but all businessmen and the people appreciated very much kay na restore ang atong maayo, mahapsay, kakahusay o kalinaw. With this confidence that you have in us, akong i-assure kanino and to all businessmen listening in behalf of our leaders in the district, of course, with the leadership of the city of Ozamiz, Mayor OAMINAL, who is represented here by Attorney OAMINAL Jr., would share also his message in relation to how the city leadership do its best in handling this pandemic. Akong ika-assure ninyo nga ato mapanangkamutan nga ang atong maayo nga peace and order will still improve to the best. And so far as the economy is concerned, despite this pandemic, we want to inform our businessmen, our people, that the government, both the local and the national, are doing its best to put in money in our province, in our city, through the ayuda, through the cash assistance to the people. This November and December, there will be more or less about 500 million pesos that will be disbursed here in the province, majority of which here in the city. Now, today, I am supposed to be in Panaon as early as 9 o'clock, but because of this commitment, I have to be late and stay with us because I really appreciate and honor the invitation. And that is the Pamaskong Handog. And in this Pamaskong Handog, which is our annual gift-giving activity since I became a congressman last 2013, and we continue it throughout the district. For this year, through this program, the national government and the local government will be sharing out more or less 300 million pesos in ayuda or Christmas assistance. That excludes what the local government of Ozamiz has planned also for this Christmas, and that is the bonuses of the employees and the rest. No? So when I said that 500 million, that is only funds coming from the national government, which we are able to secure for our people. And I believe kining mga ayuda na madawat sa atong mga katawhan o katong kadawat na tungod sa average of 1,000 to 5,000 pesos, no? So mura o basic necessities sa gini pagkaon, no? So most likely diha kinagamit. My point is this is a good economic stimulus, no? In a way, to those people who trust the government, both the national and the local, that only shows that we are responding accordingly. And also, in terms of the infrastructure, this 2021, just this November, for the whole year for the infrastructure projects in our district, we have about 3.7 billion. And 30% of this goes to salaries and personal services. So that's about 1.1 billion pesos, no? And of this 3.7 billion, just this November, 1.1 billion pesos was just released this November. So in short, this will be the additional money that will be circulating this Christmas, no? So I therefore urge our businessmen, our people, even the small entrepreneurs, to follow the footsteps of the Lim family, McDonald, no? For that trust, for that investment. And as we almost recover now in this pandemic, then it will be a good time for business undertaking. So, sa ato usab nga mga katawhan, pasalamat sa ato mga negosyante, to the Lee family for this undertaking, this investment, no, for bringing us here now on its opening, the modern McDonald's, and in the way how we ordered. So nanay online ordering, Christopher demonstrated us in the early part before sa Misaka. So I think it's the first of its kind here in the province of Ozamiz Occidental, and we thank you for that. Again, congratulations, and continue your good endeavor in the service to our people, and rest assured of our support. So, sa inyo, to all the businessmen, because in this manner, we are working hand in hand for the economic development of our district and of our province, particularly Ozamiz City. Daghang salamat, again, congratulations. Attorney Henry Jr. would speak in behalf of Mayor OAMINAL.
So, good morning everyone, to the members of the media, to Sir Edward and to Sir Christopher. Good morning, Sir Aldi, Sir Mark, Sir Aldi. Thank you, Sir Edward, for those very kind words earlier and for having us today. As a brother and as a son, very heartwarming to see the efforts of my brother and dad being appreciated. Mayor Ando really wanted to be here today. He is fully supportive and appreciative of this undertaking. Unfortunately and regretfully, just has some matters elsewhere that require his personal touch to handle. So to express the support, he asked me to come, and since I'm represented, and since I am fully in agreement with his reason for supporting this project, I obliged. In fact, I was telling Sir Aldi earlier that yesterday, was the opening and blessing of our own AYA or AIA Arcade in Tangled City, which was led by CONG. And as he understands, I wasn't able to make it yesterday because we had some conflict in schedule as well. But for today's opening, I really adjusted my schedule just to be here and just to show the city support on behalf of Mayor Ando to this initiative. As Sir Edward mentioned in his speech earlier, the opening of this store is an indication that businesses can continue to thrive in Ozamiz because of the improved peace and order situation. I fully agree with him because I believe that Ozamiz City is a city that is ripe with economic opportunities. It is located in a very strategic area, and to this location, it serves as the gateway and passageway to a lot of provinces. In fact, it houses both a seaport and an airport. So the foot traffic and the visitors that are here are really plenty. And you add the fact that there are still acres and acres of land and even waters that can still be developed in the city. It is really enticing to a lot of investors. But of course, yes, in the past, the investors think twice before putting in their businesses here in Ozamiz because they are well aware of the situation. But thankfully, things are different now. And as Sir Edward pointed out, it's partly because of the peace and order situation. But to add to that, I also think, sir, that a lot of it has to do with good governance and also the renewed willingness of the private sector to support the government's initiatives. Because with good governance, the public can be assured that all of the initiatives of the LGU will redound to the benefit of each and every resident of the city, as well as the city as a whole. One perfect example of this is Mayor Ando's pet program, the free hospitalization and the free funeral services program. So with this program, the LGU shoulders the excess bill of Ozamiz, of qualified Ozamiz residents in their excess hospital or funeral bills. Under this program, the city spends around 3 to 5 million pesos every month. That's a lot of money, but this is important, not only because it provides aid or assistance to our brothers and sisters who need it the most, but it also serves to protect the local economy by protecting and preserving the purchasing power of the Ozamiz. This 3 to 5 million pesos that the LGU spends to shoulder the hospital and funeral expenses of Ozamiz is 3 to 5 million pesos that individual Ozamiz save. It's 3 to 5 million pesos a month that they are able to use for other items, other things, other than the hospital expenses that they would have spent it on. So it's 3 to 5 million pesos monthly that they can spend on necessities, 3 to 5 million pesos that they can spend on food, either their watch, their food. It's 3 to 5 million pesos that they can spend in GEEGE Mall, in McDonald's. So through this good governance, through this program of good governance, we're able to protect and stimulate the economy as well. And this program, despite it being expensive, is also made possible partly through the cooperation of the private sector. Sir Edward also mentioned that good leaders matter, and I also agree, but I want to add that good leaders are not only needed in the government, but in the private sectors as well. Take, for example, the leadership of the Lim family in opening this new business establishment smack in the middle of the pandemic. It shows the interested businessmen that there is a lot of incentive, that there is a lot of room for growth here in Ozamiz, despite the challenges that the whole world is facing right now. And it is through this cooperation of the private sector that Ozamiz has been ever-changing, ever-developing in the past few years. That Ozamiz has been able to build upon what the Assembly described as the efforts of President Duterte to dismantle the organized crime syndicate that used to rule our beloved city. And I believe that as long as the private sector and the government sectors continue to work hand in hand, then the development here in Ozamiz will come as a matter of course and will just continue. And this development will not only benefit the city as a whole, but also each and every individual resident who resides here in Ozamiz. At this point, I also would want to thank Sir Edward, Sir Christopher, and the entire LIV family for their support and confidence in the city's leadership. And sir, I understand that in the beginning of Mayor Andres' term, there may have been concerns about this leadership, understandably given the past situation in the elections. But I am happy to see that it seems that those concerns have been addressed, and I would like to think that that's because you have seen that the LGU's initiatives are really rooted in the sincere desire to serve the city, to serve the public, and of course to push for the development of the city. And this opening of your new business is also an indicator of that support and confidence. So congratulations once again to Edward, Sir Chris, and to the rest of the LIV family, and thank you for having us, and you can rest assured that we'll continue to support your establishments, and the city will continue to make the business environment here in Ozamiz very fruitful and enticing for all of the interested businessmen. So once again, thank you and congratulations.
ONETv special report.